Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. The Golden Eagles going to have to punt. They'll kick it away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Oilers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Oilers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action. It's Murray.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. From the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Murray now on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and that will lead to a second down. Here's Murray to throw. To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Golden Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half. They go play action for Murray. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. On first down is Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Throwing is Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They'll go. Young. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Here's 2nd and 2. Young quickly out to Leggett. And he's going to be taken down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball. And
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On play action, Murray, looking middle of the field, it's complete, and he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Murray's going to throw again. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Throwing again is Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. To throw again is Murray. This one caught at the 4, and he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. C.D. Lamb, touchdown, Golden Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Ryland's kick here is good, and the Golden Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Young. And this will be incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 by 6.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment.
Ace.
On first down, it's Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
Third and 2. Now Murray. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down. They'll run with Benson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Come back, team. 60. Ready, ready.
Here's Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready up. Shut up. Shut up.
Back to the air, it's Young. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Young to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Sanders. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Third down and 9.
Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And the Golden Eagles are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Trey Benson, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
That is fielded at the 13. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Golden Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On 1st down, Murray. Open man down the field is Turpin. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, Murray. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Murray now up in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got it at about the 8. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. From the gun, it's Murray. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Golden Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's complete to the rookie from Texas A&M. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
70 Lions, Panther 11, Panther 30, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
To throw is Young. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. Pickup of 46 yards.
Let's go now. Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Get up.
Throwing is Young. And he's in. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Houston. No problem there on the extra point. And the Oilers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down throw for Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, both teams work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mary. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
70 Timberwolves. Set. Mustang 19. Say, hey. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now a second down throw for Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing again is Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Believe it or not, Mike, there are quarterbacks in the league that would rather take a sack than throw a ball away. Remember, that affects their completion percentage. So kudos to him for not being selfish, and I promise you that offensive line, they're taking note. Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Young to throw on first down.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On second down, Young. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he is going to score! A pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. On first down is Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Legette, touchdown Oilers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tip Ryman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Let's see what Murray has planned on this 2-point attempt. Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
At the 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready?
Now Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Top 19, Cup 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
A 2nd down throw for Young.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Young. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check go.
From the gun, it's Young. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw, Young. So, it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where